know that we're talking about non-renewable resources of energy, right? We know that, like, dear God, I mean, like, this is one of those things that I hope. I mean, it should be like some of these things like should be like written in a handbook for life, right? Like Greta came in yesterday during my third period class. Was that third period, Justice? That was, wasn't it? Tarina, yeah, and was talking about how some eighth graders didn't know what the respiratory system was and said that you guys never talked about it in health. And like there was a girl, eighth grade girl in her class that didn't know what an ovary was. That freaks me out a little bit. Like now, either like one or two things could happen. Okay, it could be true that maybe she's an anomaly. Maybe she was gone that day. I don't know. Maybe we are missing some chunks in our education, right?
Anything, it's like very brief and they don't explain anything.
Yeah, I like the repetition. Like like I want to lock it in, but. Like this is one of those things I think we should all know. Like I don't know if anybody last night asked their folks like where their electricity comes from, but in the past, I've kind of made this an assignment. I'm not making an assignment, but like kids tell me they come home, they go to their parents at the outlet, or Duke Energy. Like knowing that it comes from coal, and it's not your parents aren't stupid. Okay, it's just not something that people talk about. It's not something you think about. Like I told you, I was like shamed by that dude Art, that SOB in Florida right now. I felt horrible. You guys know when you ever feel shamed, like I hate that feeling. It's the worst, right? I try not to shame anybody. If I shame you, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I hate that feeling, right? But like I was like, he's like looked at me and like treated me like a piece of crap, right? And I was like, oh my God, I don't know where my energy comes from. Okay. And so we're our grid right now is thanks to somewhere someone's burning this boiling water and creating electricity. Right here we got the coal. We talked about coal so many times. Yeah.
Boiling water and creating energy. So it's not actually like the coal that's creating energy. It's the coal that's boiling the water. The water's creating the energy.
Yeah. So it's more like the steam is turning a fan, right? So this is just in a furnace. Did I not show you those coal pics from like my trip to hold on. I thought I showed you this. Hold on a second. Oh, happy birthday. Let's go. Wait, this is your mom, not stepmommy?
Yeah, this is my real mommy, the one that like pushed me out.
I really don't know how I talked about work.
The one that pushed you out of her like girl parts. That's what you're talking about, that mommy?
Yeah, why do you
Okay.
specify?
Well, I don't know. I was just kind of curious. Okay, hold on a second. I thought I had these pictures in here. Where did I have these pictures? Cool. Oh, I thought I showed you these pictures.
There's some mining stuff.
I showed you the mining stuff. I didn't show you gosh. Oh, turds. Why is this not in this? I should put this in this. Okay. Let me think for a second.
David, I told my stepmom that you were gonna have her on the podcast with you. She goes, really? I said, yeah. And I said, you have a nice voice.
Hey, speaking of, I'm so excited now. Speaking of,
Trying season.
Maggie, I really like that one.
What's that? Dad said no?
Both of them.
Why? They're nervous?
There's this quote, it's not their cup of tea.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to force them.
Trina, what's your dad's name?
Steve.
Do they think I'm gonna like talk about like hippie stuff?
I don't know.
Like literally, I just want to talk about farming.
That's what I told him. I was like, he just wants to learn about farming, B, teach other people about farming, and learn like just know why.
Like, it's not like I'm gonna. Are they afraid I'm gonna back them in a corner?
I don't know. Like I really don't.
What
know.
if I do? What if we do one and then you play it for them, and then like.
It's a secret.
Really, that's
Stop! Never say that. Never say that.
He was definitely like, know that what we do, like how we do it is best. And he goes, there's as many ways of farming as there are farmers, and I was like, nobody cares. I know, like how.
Actually,
Also, you can tell them that probably no one's gonna listen to it.
And that's why I said there might be about 5 listeners, and I guarantee you 2 of those will be Hannah and David's mom.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, there is like
David, I was
a lot of farmers like don't. I don't know.
A lot of people are
They
like
don't- they
real
like to
secretive
get
about it.
along, and I don't know, like they get like some weird.
All right, I'm gonna look this up. I can't
But
find
he
it.
didn't give me a few names of people
Okay,
that
cool.
might do it.
Well, I'm gonna talk, hey, maybe we'll get, but what I want is like, okay, so, here, note to self, I'm gonna look this up and this is gonna take me too long. So we'll look at those pics tomorrow. I thought I showed to you already. Me on top of, not me on top of like the Indiana Dudes NIPSCO plant. I never showed you that. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just wrong. But I don't want like the regenerative farmer people. I don't want to start with Hawkins and Fingerly. I want
Right.
traditional old time farmer that's old school. Let's talk about stuff.
Right.
All right. Okay, so here we go.
Can I say
You,
this?
yeah. Say this. Yeah,
Can we do my podcast over the book formula?
sure. I have to reread it though. It's been a while. Okay, do you remember this? Do you remember why the coal is why it is? Do you remember this one?
Because of the
Because the roots.
reefs.
No, okay. I thought you said I didn't know where you're going with that. Yeah, definitely coal formed because Indiana was down in South, like near South America, right? Okay, but also why is there not coal here? Why is there not coal here? Why is there not coal here? Why is there coal here? Not glaciers.
Man.
Wildfires.
Oh, stinking heck.
Come on,
Stinking heck.
kitties. Stinking heck. Oh, gee willikers.
Come on.
I'm a
Come
Let
on.
me flip back to my cool stuff.
My neck's breaking.
Yeah.
Why is the coal? Why is there coal here, not here, here, not here, here, not here, here, not here? Kind of.
It's fossilized coral reefs.
Yep.
Water.
Where
Actually,
God
no,
put it.
that one back.
Okay, what are we riding on right now, kids?
Plates.
The plates, right? We're all moving. We're spinning, we're moving, man. Some of us are spinning more than others, dude. Yeah, right. Remember that folding, right? So like the plates like came together. So like this part was down, this part was up. So like mini mountain, mini valley, mini mountain, mini valley, mini mountain, mini valley, right? So the dips are where the coal is. No coal is where it was up. And that's because that folding, thanks to our plates moving around, right? Yeah.
Which one's the one that like runs over each other and then?
Oh yeah, so you got the transform, that's the earthquakes, right? And then you got the ones where it converges and then it subducts.
Yeah.
Subduction zone.
Subductions.
Yeah. I'm gonna subduct, I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, remember it all starts as peat, right? Peat, it's like, it's kind of like, you know what peat reminds me of? You guys ever like get, I wonder if Greta's got some, I should have brought some of this stuff in. You know those bricks that you get for like reptiles of like their bedding, but then you put water in them? Like it's like all compressed. That's what peat looks like. Okay, so like imagine like matted leaves over time, but compressed.
I've seen it
Right.
piling in low areas.
I want some so bad. If you ever, anybody that's like doing tiling or something, if you find some freaking peat, like I can't get any, okay? Because people are always like, oh yeah, I had some of that, and then we tailed it up. You know, like, dear God, please, I want peat in my hand.
And then also one thing we found this really is really cool, like where it was weird. It was down like 18 feet or so. It was calcareous, like where it was transforming into bedrock. And we like in Indiana, like you can't really find bedrock around here.
Yeah.
We started digging it up, and it's like basically the soil that is compacted.
I want some.
And you could still break it, but it wasn't hard.
Cool.
It was like
Where was that at?
It was out west of town.
Cool. So there is a little bit of a compression, right? You know, we get lignite, then bituminous and anthracite. The hardest, if you want to go hard, anthracite. Okay.
What's the coal on your desk?
The coal on my desk is bituminous.
What was the one thing? And then Gadriel, and I said Badriel instead of Sadriel.
That's, remember, there's like the coronal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so remember, how's coal form? Like dead stuff, right? And then compression over time. So peat really is that peat is most of this was ferns. Everybody wants to say like, oh, this coal was a dinosaur. Okay, or like I'm powering my, thanks T-Rex when I start my car. By the way, gas prices are going up. Everybody, it's so funny. Like everyone's like, oh, thanks Biden. Okay, right? And it was like, oh, it's all these electric cars.
Going through the Great Depression
Okay,
again.
yeah, well, sweet, yeah. Just chill for a while, right?
No.
Okay.
So what's your theory
All
on
right.
gas prices?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not, I don't think it's got anything to do with electric cars. It's too early. Okay, when somebody's like, thanks electric cars. Yeah,
I don't say that. I've
yeah.
never heard
All right,
that.
okay, so here we go. Have you ever heard of energy return on an energy investment? Okay, please write this acronym down, EROEI. Okay, or sometimes people talk about the return on the investment. Okay, the ROI, right? Does Schlitt ever talk about this?
Yes.
Like that idea of like,
That man's a true genius.
don't tell him that, you give him a big head.
I love it.
Okay, so here we got this vegetation dying. Here's where we got those areas of that coal, right? And so this idea of, okay, the formation of the Appalachian Mountains, okay, in that idea, that supercontinent, right? That's where we're forming that, but we were down below. Okay, now why talk about the energy return on energy investment? Okay, why do we use coal? Okay, why are we powering coal right now? Okay, and we're not all like powering with solar panels.
It burns good and it's cheap.
Yeah, it burns good, it's cheap, and there's a ton of it, right? You will not run out of coal in your life. Okay, right? Coal's gonna run out, but not in your lifetime. Gas,
So I don't really need to worry
okay,
about it.
probably. Okay, now, yeah, I mean, like it's gonna run out. Okay, but we got more coal, and then we can find more coal, right? Okay, but what's the problem? Why does everybody get fired up? It's cheap. We got the infrastructure. Okay, but what's the problem? It's not renewable, right? Yeah, it does, but there's a bigger problem with this.
Oh,
The carbon dioxide, right? That's the problem. Okay, if we could, there's no such thing as clean coal. Okay, it drove me crazy when Obama was elected. He's like, we're gonna do clean coal technologies. Coal is freaking dirty. The only reason this is not dirty when I pick this up is because I used this stuff right here, this neutral pH adhesive to coat it. Okay, otherwise your hands would be completely filthy by touching this rock. I just coated it with this stuff. It's like a Mod Podge. What's that?
If we like crack that open, would it be like coal and like it'd be like
Well, it's coal now. It's
no,
just
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to just come back to it.
somebody like asked me once. So I had a piece of this that fell off before I coated it, and they're like, "Can we burn that?" I was like, "Yeah." And it was. We burned it in class. It was the worst idea ever. It smelled like shit in here for weeks. Like I was worried, like I just killed like my entire class because like the fumes. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, okay, let's try it. But we lit it. I mean, like literally, the discovery of coal was a guy in West Virginia on a mountain camping, and he caught a mountain on fire. He's like, "What's this?" Hey, coal. Like no joke. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever burnt anything. No,
Imagine like discovering.
After you
like-
graduate, let's burn something. All right, now. So here we go. So here's our coal. Okay, here's our boiler. Right, we're gonna take that steam. We're gonna create energy by turning a turbine. Then we send that electricity out on the transmission line. Right, that's how we do it. Okay, so we turn that potential energy right here into kinetic energy. Why kinetic? Because the steam is turning the turbine. Okay, almost every single electricity, it doesn't matter if it's nuclear or if it's coal or if it's water or if it's wind, You're turning a turbine, right? Solar's a little bit different, right? Okay, we need this inverter, and I'll show you later what that looks like. But it's all about turning something, right, to create that energy. There's the turbine. That's what it looks like inside. Why is this fan moving? Because the steam is moving it. You all with me on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope that that's something that's good. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, power plant's 35%, okay, efficient, okay? Not, say, I'd like to get more, okay, but like, think about it. I'm burning this in Kentucky, in southern Indiana. It's gonna take electricity to get here, right? Okay? That's not really great, okay? Now, let me take for a second to talk about cogeneration. Use a fuel to generate electricity and produce heat. Example, steam is used for industrial purposes to heat buildings. It's diverted to turn a turbine first. Okay, you can actually improve efficiency to 90% on that. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of those cogeneration plants. I've also seen the term cogeneration used for trash. So instead of like in Indianapolis, they have this where they create electricity by burning trash. So when they burn the trash, that boils water, it turns a turbine. Okay, but it's kind of nasty, right? The air pollution in Indianapolis around these cogeneration plants was just like, they had to shut them down. Okay, so there you go.
I have a good idea.
It's a genius idea if we could figure out like how not to just pollute the air afterwards. Okay, so 1 pound of coal, we get electricity for 10 100-watt light bulbs for an hour of energy. Okay, a U.S. family of 4 uses about 900 pounds per year. Okay, now if I look at this rock, this is like season 1 of The Office. Okay, like no joke. Okay, about season 1 of The Office. That's how much coal you used. Okay, about an estimate. Okay, by the way, that's a lot of, there's like like those servers, it's a lot of electricity to get like that stuff to you.
What?
Oh yeah, man. Like hold that thought, Justice. Like if you're watching like something on Netflix or Hulu or the Hub, we'll go there. Why not? Okay. Right. Okay. That's like, I saw some statistics about the amount of electricity it uses to power the Hub. It's insane. Okay. Yeah. Because why?
Because you gotta import all those videos.
It's not important. It's not the streaming so much. Does anybody know what the problem is?
The internet.
Well,
storage,
it's the servers. What happens is servers.
They get crowded.
They get crowded, but more importantly, they get hot.
I was gonna say that, but I said no.
Here,
That sounds stupid.
let's see if this is good. Let's go on filter. Put your masks on.
Yeah, I love when we do stuff. Come on, hold hands. No hold hands. No hold hands. No hold hands. That's some bullshit. Wait, hold that.
Jabin.
Insane. I've never seen this person in my life. I'm like, I'm like here half a day, so like, literally, I don't even like know half the people like. There are people that don't go. Yeah, I know. Especially me. I'm only in here for 3 years.
Oh my God. Can you remedy that somehow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know the fan.
All right, so look, a lot of people don't. Okay, so Matt, that's our tiny school, right? That's our tiny school. Imagine like what the service space is like for like those places that house the hub and the, you know,
I like that you call it the hub.
you know what I'm talking about. What's that, man? Oh my gosh, the amount of electricity. I mean, you can Google this too. Like you can look up like how much electricity. Okay, but I did see like this literally is like this is the amount of energy that you're gonna watch season 1 of The Office. This is about it, right? Okay, maybe a little bit more, maybe this and a half of that. Okay, but that's we've got to generate the electricity. Now some of these places are nuclear, right? That they're gonna hold. Okay, but that's a good idea about the coal. Okay, so coal energy return, notice H1 15-1, nuclear 6-1, wind 20-1. Okay, so yeah.
So back on that garbage thing.
Yeah.
You know how they have like out the way where they have that where they burn off the methane or something? Like you know the pipe that like on Packard and
Yeah.
So, like why can't you do that and just turn that into like
Okay, so-
water and turning a turbine?
Yeah. Great question. So I asked, so your poop, your turds go, and we're gonna go on this trip. Hopefully, I got to call Shannon. Okay, but this trip, when I first started going to the wastewater treatment plant, your turds are in this like anaerobic digester, and they'll tell us about when the door exploded. Your dad, I think, everyone was luckily on the break. Were you alive when that happened? Do you know about this? Do you even know about this?
I never heard about it.
Oh my God. So the digester, you know where the digester is? Do you know this plant at all?
I know.
Okay, so the digester is where like they try to squeeze all the water out of this poop. Okay. And like there's a lot of methane, and there's a methane release valve at the top. And like something didn't happen. The garage door supposed to go up. It blew out the back wall. Huge explosion, methane explosion. Okay. And I asked him, I said, why are you guys not harnessing the electricity, or sorry, the methane, the gas to use for electricity at the power plant? And Adam Penrod at the time, who was the boss, he goes, we did. We used to have it. Okay. When we built this facility, the idea was the whole facility would run off of people's shit. Okay. But the problem is it's really ironically dirty. Okay. And the equipment and the methane, like it didn't somehow clogged it up, and they've just never retrofitted it. I always thought it'd be fun to like somehow have a project where we reinstall all that stuff, but that's a lot easier said than done. So it's cheaper and it's easier to just burn off. Okay. And then but if you did try to harness all that, like if you guys have ever driven down Packard Road, you can look right through that little woods. There's like a flame at night. You can really see it all the time. That's all your trash. Your organic waste from your trash is decomposing, and it's creating methane. It's like your guts. Your guts produce farts. Why? Because you're processing your organic food. Okay, the organic material, okay, has to go somewhere. All your landfills are lined with this stuff. Where's my landfill line? Oh no. This. So all landfills have this on the bottom of it, okay? Because we don't want all that stuff to seep into the aquifer, right? So the landfill, the idea of a landfill is that it's completely trapped, right? Okay, but if you trap something and cap it off, right, even though dirt is porous, it's an explosion waiting to happen. Okay, so if you don't vent that methane every single landfill in the world would eventually explode.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be freaking cool, right? It would be so freaking, right? But that's why, that's in like the mountain that is now Mount Packerton, right? I mean, it's giant right there. Like imagine, that's all Warsaw's trash. Warsaw's trash right there. Okay, and they got to vent that. They got to burn that off. If they don't burn that off, that entire thing is gonna. Woo! Oh God, that would be like, I don't even know. Like there's so many vents around it. Like that's the main one that they're burning it off. But if you look around, like there's pipes that go around them. Do you guys know where Ingle Road is in Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. You know where that, there's a mountain over there too.
There is.
Yeah. Okay. So if you go Ingle Road, then you're going like to the airport. That's a big, it's called
Oh, is that the west side
Serval.
or the east side?
It would be on the, okay, hold on.
Because the east side is a wetland.
It would be on the, yeah, so, yeah, okay, so that, well, wouldn't that be the south side? South side's a wetland of Ingle Road, but then if you take a right, like, so they're wet here.
I know what you're
Guys.
talking
Well,
about.
right, like I know because the north side
Let's see if we
the
can
south
just
side's the,
see it via the maps.
doesn't Engle Road though go both east and west, like east and
Yeah,
west
it's
of
a
the highway?
weird, yeah.
So is it on the east side of the highway or the west side of the highway?
It would be,
The landfill thingy, the mountain, whatever you call it.
let me just look it up,
Okay.
so I'm gonna get my directions. Okay, so Ingle Road, Fort Wayne, yeah. All right, okay, so let's go satellites. So Ingle Road, if you look at, okay, where you guys probably know is, let's go back over here. So here's Casa Ristorante. You guys got me?
Yeah.
You guys know where Casa is?
Yeah.
Here's Lutheran Hospital. Okay, you take a right here on Ingle Road. Okay, all of this is Eagle Marsh, by the way. Great little trails right through here. My buddy runs that. And then my friend also is the naturalist for this place. Okay, you keep going down here. Okay, and there's Junk Ditch. Now let's go to. Oh, here we go. Here is. Why can't I find this via this thing? Pocahontas. Keep down middle school. It should be like right here. Here it is. No?
Do you eat this cricket that's speaking for me?
I know. I will eat it if I find it.
Hmm.
Why can't I find this
Well, if you go
place?
to 24 going to Fort Wayne,
Yeah, but I should be able to see it from this. Okay, hold on a second. Here's the airport. I want to go down Ardmore. There's Kingdom Hall. There's the quarry. Well, there's a freaking, okay.
Tell us how you feel. Tell us how you feel.
Well, I'm just not good at finding it on the map. By the way, Fox Island's really cool. Look at all these, you guys, look at all these quarries right here. Anyways, I'll have to look at it later. Oh, here's Smith Road. Maybe this is it. Oh, here it is. Yeah. All right, here is, thanks. So it's just one over. Okay, right here is the Republic Services. Like, so this is a big dump. If you look at all these little tracks right here, all these little things, if you go down Smith Road, which is this one, you can see all the pipes like right here on the side. Okay, so all this piping here, and they'll have little pipes sticking up, and those pipes, I can't see them here on this thing. It won't let me zoom in that far. Okay, but those little pipes, well, maybe I can. Right here. These little pipes are venting. Okay.
I don't like contact it today.
Trust me. Just hear me now, believe me later. Smith Road. So you go down Ingle Road, okay, and then go down Smith Road. Where's Ingle? Here's Ingle. I've never been to his coffee shop. Go down here, Smith Road. Here's the giant, here's Fox Island. You can cross country ski there. Too late for that. There you go. All right. Justice, we're gonna say something else. I kept like ignoring your thing.
No.
All right, so once again, there's the coal going to the furnace. There's the water pipes being heated. There's the turbine. There's the electricity. Okay. Here's some advantages and disadvantages. Energy dense, plentiful, easy to exploit, low economic cost. You can handle it. Okay, but lots and lots of impurities. Not only, now please, I'm going to end on this. Not only is it the burning, it's the ash. Okay. They built a playground on the ash near the dunes, and kids started getting sick. Oh, jeez. Okay, and what do you think's in the ash that's like causing sickness? There may be some carcinogens, but there's a big one. It's also why you shouldn't eat tuna fish if you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Mercury. You burn this, and it releases mercury, but there's still some stuff in that ash too. Yeah. All right. Let's stop there, and that'll give me a second to look at the pictures. Any questions to you? Hallie, sorry, I should have put you on the FaceTime on my little trip. We went down to the server room next to the library and listened to the fans sure, it's so loud. So we talked about the electricity that it takes to run those servers.
Oh, you're good. I just was wondering where you guys went because all of a sudden I looked and you disappeared. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. Right on. That's where we went.
Okay.
Next time, you're like, Jabin, take me with you. You know how my brain works.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
See ya.